So we've worked so far with straight line amortization of our premiums and our discounts. And the more common method used is the effective interest method of amortizing premiums and discounts. So we will start with discounts, okay? And the easiest way, I'm going back to my usual sort of bond here. It's a $100,000 bond. It's a 2-year bond, 10% interest, and it was issued to get proceeds of $96,535. And so, using the effective interest method, we're going to amortize that discount of the $34.65 over the life of the bond. So how do we do this? I've set up a little table that kind of may be helpful. We're going to start out by just listing all of the actual interest payments. The interest payments, face value of the bond, times the stated interest rate, divided by 2 of those 2 payments each year. So in this case, it would be the $100,000 times 10% divided by 2, $5,000. And so we'd have 4 of those. The interest expense is going to be the carrying value of the bond, which we'll see in a minute, times the market interest rate. So you have to keep the distinction between the stated interest rate on the face of the bond and the market interest rate. The market interest rate is what determined the amount of the premium or discount to begin with, because that's how much the market was willing to pay for these bonds. Okay, so then we'll figure out how much discount is amortized, and I think it's easier to put numbers with this, but that gives you sort of the overview there. So this bond starts out with a carrying value of the $96,535. That's the proceeds of the bond issue. It started out with a discount of $34.65. So that's your starting point for these. Then, if you're doing it on Excel, you can say, oh yes, we have 4 interest dates. You can just put in 1, 2, 3, 4. We know our interest payments. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and then comes the more complicated part of the market interest rate is 12%, okay, and that's given in the problem. And so what we do, and that's 12% per year, but there's 2 payments, so each payment is going to be 6%. So we're going to take the carrying value of the bond times the 12% divided by 2, and that will give us the interest expense that goes with this payment. Now, to get the amount of discount amortized, you simply take the interest expense of the $57.92 minus the actual payment, and so we've amortized $792 of the interest, of the discount, sorry. So now, we've amortized $792 of it, so we had unamortized, we started out with a discount of $34.65, we just amortized the $792, so this is our remaining discount that's unamortized. And here, so we're subtracting to get down to 0 because we want to get that discount all down to 0 by the end of the bond. However, the carrying value is going to approach the $100,000 face value of the bond. So we're going to be adding the $792.10 to the 96 to get the 97, okay? So you have to take it step by step. The next payment, you would take the, this would be your new carrying value here is the 97. So you would go 97 times the 12% divided by 2 gives you that interest amount. The amount of discount would be that interest amount minus the 5,000. So this is what was amortized. Here you're saying we had this amount that was not unamortized, and now we take away $839 from that, and we get this. And now the bond, you see, you're adding that $839.63 to the 97, and your bond will approach the $100,000 at the end. It may not come out exactly. Usually this last number has to be a plug. Okay, so that's the effective interest rate when you are working with a discount. And we'll look next at how it works with a premium.